What's up, everybody? Jamerus 58 Gilliam here, coming at you with a non-logistics video here. I'm just here to give my thoughts about my Atlanta Falcons of the 2025 season. And this is the first time I'm doing a video like this, so yeah. Um, my thoughts on the 2025 Atlanta Falcons is that we're mid. My Atlanta Falcons were mid this season. They're not good, but at the same time, they're not a complete dumpster fire, if you understand where I'm coming from. From where I see it, and I've said this plenty of times, the Falcons are just a competent coaching staff away from actually being contenders. These playoff bound teams that we have faced, we took them to the limit, and some we have defeated, right? So this was the firing of Raheem Morris was a blessing in disguise, and cleaning house was a necessary thing to do for Arthur Blank to do. And speaking of the owner, Arthur Blank said in a conference earlier today that he answered a question. He was Michael Penix Jr. was the franchise quarterback, and he believed that he is the franchise QB. And I honestly believe so. Yeah. So, hey, the only thing, the best ability is availability. Stay healthy, get those repetitions right, and get positive reps. All plays are moving the chains. All plays are getting yards, not going backwards. Well, at least the majority of them. So that's what I'm looking forward to in the 2026 season. But in the 2025 season, for the most part, you can't get enough of Bijan Robinson. Even when he's having a non-productive day like he did against the Carolina Panthers on the first meeting. But then again, that was a complete shutout, and we were unprepared. And that was the main reason why Raheem Morris had to go. And I'm pretty sure what hurt Terry Fontenot was the signing of Kirk Cousins with that $100 million contract, and at the same time drafted Michael Penix Jr. in the first round. But I think Terry Fontenot did the right thing by getting Junebug, aka Michael Penix Jr., because Michael, he was balling for the some part. And but like I said, with the right coaching staff, with a competent coaching staff, he could do better. There's lots of room for improvements for sure. You can disagree with me if you want to, but in my mind, he is a franchise quarterback. And when he starts again, he's going to have my full support, 100% as usual. Most definitely. So y'all can clock that. Y'all heard it from me. So, but what about that defense? I'm a huge fan of the defense. I normally talk about the defense first, but we get all the offensive praises out the way. And let's talk about that defense for a second. James Pierce Jr., Michael Walker, Devon Diablo, Xavier Watts. Man, what can I say about this group? And then, all we need is just consistency from D. Alford. Sometimes he's hot, sometimes he's cold. But I think he should. I think on the next draft we should focus on. Well, we do need a draft or pick somebody up from free agency in the cornerback position to light a little fire into to D. Alford because he's really fighting for that CB2 spot. From what I can understand, I mean, hey, him getting a sack, interceptions, making positive plays. I mean, forcing the opposing offense positive play. It's a positive play for the defense. Negative yardage, no movements on the field for the opposing offensive side of the ball. Loving everything that we're doing. So, hopefully, Jeff Ulbrich comes back, even though, in my opinion, he's going to be on a short leash if this new regime let Jeff Ulbrich come back. Because, in my opinion, he was the most competent coach there is, even though there's lots of room for improvement, just like the offense, the defense. Like, what is up with these opposing quarterbacks running all over us on a 3rd and long situation? That needs to be addressed. That needs to be stopped. That needs to cut down. But I still do like the 57 sacks. I just wish that Tyler Shaw just didn't wiggle out of that very last sack so we can get that 58 of them. But I honestly believe that the 2026 Falcons are just going through another rebuild because it's going to be a whole different. It's going to be hard on the players for the new regime. It's going to be a whole different. Arthur Blank said it best. It's going to be different languages on how to run plays and all that. But this is what Rise Up is all about. Rise Up is about stepping up to the challenge, giving your best effort, rise to the occasion. You're called upon. Your number is called upon. Whether you're a starter or a backup or a 3rd string, it doesn't matter. Step up. So we're going to see how things going to shake up this offseason for the Atlanta Falcons. And I'm so looking forward to it. And, hey, hopefully we go from mid to playoff appearance finally. Like 8, 9 straight seasons with no playoff appearance. There's got to be a change. And, hey, and I haven't even mentioned Matt Ryan about doing front office duties. I'm okay with it if he does. That's all I got to say about him. Yeah, but whoever's our next head coach be, hopefully he's an experienced head coach. Hopefully that he's a non-college head coach. The only college head coach that I'm looking at is Bill Belichick because he actually has NFL experience. Before we hired Raheem Morris, I was like, okay, well, if we getting anybody out of college, we getting Jim Harbaugh. But he decided to go to the Chargers. Yeah. I want experienced NFL coaching on the head coaching position. So, look, some capable. So as long as this new regime take us to the playoffs and be productive, take us deep, maybe another Super Bowl appearance, actually bringing home a Lombardi trophy, that would do us very great. That's all I got to say about that. So 58 out.